Sometimes when I look out the window and see how divided America is today, I just want to close the iron shutters of my bunker and retreat into cataloging my ammunition and playing solitaire with my special edition deck of Heroes of the Coming Apocalypse cards. But then I think, no, I can't give up on this country. I have to try to find some way to bring together those on the right who want to restore our constitutional system and its liberties with those on the left who want to cut off our children's sexual organs, tear helpless infants from the womb, and sell their body parts for pseudoscientific experiments, and set the races and genders at infinite war with one another while global socialists centralize their power so they'll be free to sail the ship of state into the flaming depths of damnation as they dance on the decks in orgiastic tribute to their demonic master, who darkens the sky with his black laughter in the triumphant certainty that he has lured them and us into an eternity of torment so he can complete his revenge against heaven by casting our screams at the feet of the God of all goodness before tearing off his Nancy Pelosi mask to reveal that he is actually Satan himself, before tearing off his Satan mask to reveal he's actually Ilhan Omar. Clearly, the problem is messaging. If only we on the right could understand what the left is trying to say, we should be able to lay aside our differences and meet them halfway between our vision of a reclaimed republic and their ideal of a flaming hellscape ignited by holding the fires of evil to the ruins of our best wisdom and morality. So, for just a moment, let us conservatives cool the anger with which we demonize our political opponents while we hunt for the coffins in which they spend their daylight hours, and let us seek with all goodwill to understand what these cultural locusts are trying to sell us this time. For instance, I know that we on the right see the Second Amendment as the last defense of federalism and individual liberty, but isn't it possible that carefully drawn up red flag laws could prevent dangerous weapons from falling into the hands of madmen and criminals and constitutionalists and Republicans and fathers and mothers and anyone else who might believe in federalism and individual liberty? And sometimes, when leftists say, trans women are women with a straight face until we turn our backs on them, we on the right think they're trying to seduce us into parroting an obvious untruth in order ultimately to drag us and our children down and down and down to the bottom of a tar pit of lies where we can't tell the difference between loving marriage and the sort of sodomistic hedonism that can only lead to the painful deaths of both our bodies and our souls. But perhaps the truth is they're really just trying to do something else that involves wigs and spangly dresses, maybe singing some old Judy Garland songs before going home and drinking themselves into a stupor like old Judy Garland. And of course, whenever leftists try to talk to us seriously about how greenhouse gases that come from fossil fuels and cows and plants and life are making the world too hot or cold or stormy or calm, or whatever the hell they want to scare us with depending on the day and the weather, we on the right immediately leap to the conclusion that they really want to incite panic so they can seize control of the energy that powers the engines of democracy in order to reserve easy transportation and comfortable living for overambitious yet incompetent elites while grinding the rest of us down into a life of scarcity and restriction and helplessness. But maybe, stay with me here, just maybe, the facts are more nuanced than we want to believe, and if we could only begin to take leftists at their word, we'd realize they're just a bunch of childish idiots who have no idea what they're talking about, but are absolutely certain it must be science, whatever they in their ignorance think that means. In short, it's time for Americans on both sides, good and evil, to forget their differences and come together in peace, to make common cause and find some workable compromise between the right's goal of ordered liberty and the left's libertine chaos, wickedness, and self-destruction. Let right and left reason together and join hands as one. And if you need me, I'll be in the bunker. Wow, that was great stuff. If you want more, subscribe and like and subscribe to the Andrew Klavan Podcast.